want to get a good shot of how dirty it is. This is the back, and then the side we haven't wiped clean yet, and then we'll come back because this side will have better lighting. The other side is cleaned off, but is definitely still in the dark over there. So. The outside is pretty much cleaned off. At least you can see in and out of the windows now. Got it all the way opened up to air out because it just smells very mildewy, moldy inside. So just kind of gonna start clearing all of the stuff out of it now, and then we got some parts and oil change and some other things we're gonna do to be able to get it running a little better. It's day 2 of working on the Jeep, so the first thing we're gonna do is actually use the air compressor, get it pressurized, just to be able to kind of blow all of the dry leaves and dirt and junk that's kind of just in here. It's actually not wet and moldy inside the engine compartment. We just want to get the dirt and dust and stuff blown out, so we're going to use air to do that. We've got all the doors open again to try to air it out. We're going to do an oil change. We got all the stuff to do an oil change. Replace the oil cap, and then we're going to talk about maybe being able to pull all the seats out in order to give them a deep clean, like down closer to the house. So we'll see how far we get today. What we've done so far is done the air compressor dust out of this, and we wanted to actually pull. We originally put this tarp down along with a moving mat, so for us to just kind of lay on it, because we're just here in the street right above our house. But then as I realized we were about to blow all the dirt and dust out of here, I was just going to end up falling on top of it, pulled the blanket out, but kept the tarp so we can actually kind of see how much ended up coming out of the engine compartment, just in dust and dirt and leaves and stuff. I'm not sure if you can see all that, but yeah, it's pretty dirty in there. It's what?
It's got blown everywhere.
Yeah, I did get blown off of it, but that's fine. It's dust, it's dirt, it's biodegradable. It's all stuff that's going to go back to nature. Just need to clean it off so that we can now lay on top of this and do an oil change. Couple other things we did, I guess. Went ahead and pulled the 2 front seats out so that we can get in there and clean them off and clean out the space underneath. We will probably just end up pulling the carpet because it's pretty nasty. Also ended up pulling all these little plastic liner pieces that were kind of like the side runner things on this. We're gonna end up doing something completely different around there, and they looked really sun bleached and looked like, and they were also kind of pinching in the door for some reason. The way that they were designed, the connection here kept pinching between the doors and causing problems. Also ran some WD-40 airplane. Also ran some WD-40 through the door to try to make it not squeak so badly. So there's that. So just little steps at a time. So let's do the oil change. Hey, Addison's doing her first own oil change underneath the car. You actually removed that bolt and are letting it drain. Look at all that oil on your hand. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so we've already added 5 quarts. It says it calls for like 5 plus because it's a 6-cylinder, and we are adding the 5W30 high mileage. So don't go too fast with that one, Addison, because we want to make sure we can kind of stop as it gets close to full. So with the engine kind of up to speed at least a little bit, it's going to basically function for us right now. There's some things we still need to do, but it's oil changed. It should be running at least. In order to be able to drive it, we need to be able to get in it safely because the mold and mildew smell in there is terrible. So it's definitely not safe for us to be in there driving around a whole bunch. So we are in the process of removed all of the seats, bench seats, and the cover, any of the stuff that we could take out that is cloth covered. Just finished vacuuming them. Addison is wiping down any of the like leathery type surfaces with an ammonia spray, and I'm about to grab a carpet cleaner machine we have right back here and kind of go over these. So I kind of wanted to capture just how dirty they look now, so maybe depending on how this looks when we're done, you can see hopefully a drastic difference between the original way that they looked and then how clean they are when we're done. So let's see how that goes. I mean, cleaning off mold with vinegar is kind of the way that those are supposed to function. That's what it's. by comparison, that's generally what all of it looked like, and then that one section is actually cleaned off, and not even as well as the two main front seats were. And even they could still take a couple more rounds with the carpet cleaner.